Hi, this is Bren Antrim. I'm one of the librarians here at Santa Monica College. Today I'm going to do a database tour of the Academic Search database. The way that you get to the library's website from the school homepage is either mouse over Student Support and click on Library, or click on Student Support, scroll down to where it says More Helpful Services and Resources, and we are alphabetical in the middle. Once at the library website, there are a variety of access points that you can use. There are links on the left-hand side for various things that we offer, also in the center. A little further down, we have our upcoming events, resources, and hours and contact information. Now, if you were just looking for something, a topic in general, you wanted to do a little exploration, or you were looking for a textbook, you would hit into OneSearch for that. But we're not going to look at OneSearch for this video. We're going to take a look at our databases and look at a specific database within that list. Also on this page, before we leave, you can check out our past workshops and videos. You can book a study space, which could be an individual cubicle or a room for a group. You can check out our research guides on a variety of topics, or you can ask a librarian if you have a question 24/7. If the librarian is answering at a time when the SMC library is closed and they come from a different institution and are not able to answer your question, they will leave a ticket, and when we come back to work, we will contact you via email and make sure that your question is answered. So heading into the databases, it leads you to an A through Z list. And this database list has its own video on our YouTube channel if you want to do a deeper dive into how to use this page. But I know I'm looking for a specific database, Academic Search. So I'm going to go down into our list of 130 databases. I'm going to find my database. It's relatively easy because it starts with an A, so it's right up top. And when I click on that, it may ask me to log in. I have to be an SMC student, faculty, or staff member in order to use this page. So if you log in, if it asks you for that, just use your regular Coursera Connect or Canvas login. Now, when you take a look at this page, it allows you a variety of things that you can take a look at. It allows you to limit your search before you even begin. So if you need your scholarly journals, you can do that. If you want the most current information, you can do that. If you have a specific journal or other periodical in mind, you can use the title of that. You can look for a specific type of publication, a conference paper, a database, a primary source document. I'm going to leave that blank. You can look for it in a variety of different languages. So I'm going to choose English. And you can even say, I need something that's at least 5 pages long, all depending on what you're required to do for your specific project. So say I'm doing a paper and I'm looking at endangered animals. It will give me options that I can pick for. I'm going to pick endangered animals, and I can look everywhere, or I can look in specific fields within the articles. So I can look in the actual text of the article. I could see if endangered animals is in the title in the abstract. The abstract is the author-supplied summary of the article, what the author considers to be important about that article. Subject terms are terms assigned by the database, and what this does is it gives the same term to different articles that are all on the same topic. So endangered animals is not a subject term, but endangered species is. So it gives you slightly different results depending on how you search for that. And there are other ways that you can search as well. Okay. So I'm going to say, give this endangered animals to me somewhere in the text of the article. And that's all I'm going to do. I'm going to make sure that it still says full text, because if you don't request the full text, it could just give you the information about the article, and it may not have permission to show you the article itself. I search that out, and I get 339 articles. And you can select more than one article by just clicking the box. Okay. Once I take a look at this, it will tell me at the top what kind of an article it is, information about the article, and the beginning of the abstract, as well as subject headings that are assigned to it. And you notice it says endangered species, not endangered animals. Then, as I go a little further down, I'm noticing most of these are peer-reviewed academic journals, which is often good because that's often what your teacher requests for you to use. Okay. Once you find something that looks interesting, environmental crime, terrorism financing. This is things like poaching endangered animals or stealing their babies so that you can sell them on the black market across the ocean. So when I take a look at this, I can click on Access Options, and it gives me two options. I can take a look at the PDF, or I can look at the full text online. So I don't know if I actually want this yet. It may or may not be what I need. So if I click on Online Full Text, it will give me the text of the article that I can then read through and decide if I want it or not. It will break it down into a table of contents, and it will allow me to do a number of things with it. I can save it, I can cite it, I can add it to a folder or project, I can share it with others, download it, print it out. I can even translate it to another language if I'd like. I can find related articles that have similar contents on my topic, and I can listen to it read to me. So if I decide I like this, I can get help with my citation. And it will give me examples of citations that I can then copy or export. Make sure you're using the correct citation format. It defaults alphabetically to the Brazilian national standards, and we are not in Brazil. So we need to go down and either find APA or MLA or whatever citation format your instructor requests. Once you have that, you can go ahead and copy and paste that and then fix things like the spacing. Make sure that all of the elements within it are correct according to the templates that your instructor is requiring you to use. Okay. The other way that I can take a look at this is I can look at the PDF. Notice that it doesn't give me quite the same table of contents, but it still gives me related articles that I can click on and find more articles without having to redo my search. Okay. From the very beginning, I can also share, download, cite without having to go into it. So if I read the beginning of the abstract and it looks kind of interesting, or I read the full abstract and it looks kind of interesting, I don't necessarily have to go into every article as I find it. And I actually don't recommend that you do that because academic journal searching can be a little overwhelming. And after a while, it all starts to look alike. So the easiest way that I've found to do it, and this is just a tip from a whole lot of researching that I've done, is I read the abstract. And if it looks good, I either email it to myself or I download it or save it. And then I find another article. And I keep going until I find about twice as many articles as I'm required to get. Because oftentimes the first few that you find are close, but not quite what you need. So I always get a few more than I actually need. And then I take a break and I reset my brain. Because the way that you think when you're searching and the way that you think when you're evaluating are a little bit different. And bopping back and forth between those two things can tire you out very quickly. So after you get a little bundle of articles, then you can stop searching for a little bit and take a look at your articles and evaluate them in context with one another. So right here from the front page, you could just send it out to an email, which will include the PDF and all of the information that we just saw in the online full text. And you can send it anywhere. It doesn't have to go to your SMC email account. That's where I'm going to send mine. And I will send it off. I could also share it by saving it to my OneDrive, to my G Drive, or creating a link to it. Once I've gotten my article, then I can go back and take a look at more things and see if anything else looks interesting. I've got some videos, perhaps that might be useful. I could even change my source. Maybe I'm also looking for some newspapers. Notice here it says newspaper. It tells you what you've got when you look at it. And you use that exactly the same way you would the others. You can cite it, share it, email or save to a drive, download it, or access it. Notice the newspaper does not give you a PDF. That's because newspapers are updated every single day as the newspapers are published, so they are only available via HTML. You can also head back up and you can use an advanced search and change any of these fields. Add or change your search terms, tell it you want it to be peer-reviewed, etc. If you have any questions on any of these things as you're doing your research, contact us, ask us, and we're happy to help. Good luck with your research.